Anxiety is our way of trying to avoid pain. So, in most instances, anxiety is some type of avoidance. So, we're avoiding doing something that's important to us or that where it's worrying us, something that we need to do, whether it's get more information, confront someone, change jobs, etc. And so, in this process, we think, okay, I'm going to avoid the pain and the risk of doing this new thing. And so, if I can avoid it, then I won't feel that pain. But your mind is on to you, so it basically generates anxiety, constantly nagging you about this thing that's worrying you. And so then you kind of walk around with this chronic low-grade stress, and you hope it'll go away. And maybe for some people it does, and for some people it doesn't. But I think it's really important for us to be honest that when anxiety is around life circumstances or behaviors, then it is very much our avoidance of fear and pain that's driving this anxiety. And the way I like to explain it is that anxiety is like being cut like 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times. Basically, you're just cut, and you have 1,000 little cuts. While on the other side, you could be taking that risk, doing that thing you're avoiding, and it would be one big cut. But that cut would heal because it's only one cut. So you get cut once, you heal, you move on, you move past it, and you learn from it. The problem is with anxiety, just like the million cuts, they're constantly coming, so it never stops. You never have a reprieve. And for a lot of us, and for whatever reason, our mind thinks this is a good idea. It thinks that this is like a really helpful strategy to avoid the things that are bothering us or are scaring us or feel just too risky. But it's actually not a great strategy because we suffer, and we suffer for a really long time. It's chronic. And so if you consider that anxiety is like this, where you're kind of trading off one big cut for 1,000,000 little cuts, then it doesn't seem that good of a deal. And I think one of the reasons we make this trade-off is because we're actually really poor at long-term thinking and analyzing kind of the long-term effects on us and our future selves. Because if you consider that these 1,000,000 little cuts will add up for your future self, and you live many, many, many years with this anxiety of whatever you're avoiding, then it doesn't look so good. And it actually looks a lot better to face it head on, take that one big cut, take that leap, and move through it, move past it, heal. But because we're kind of very much present focused in our analysis, we tend to think like, oh, I'd rather take one little cut than that one big cut. And so the little cut seems like a really good deal. It's not. And if you have anxiety, you know it's not. And so if you're avoiding something, just think of it that way. Think of it taking that one big cut, going through the fear, healing, and then coming out the other side and feeling more free, feeling more kind of calm.